All right, Lara versus Canelo. Let's get to it, man. I watched it. I watched so many videos about this fight, about what people thought about the fight, and I agree with some things people were saying. But when it comes to people yelling out robbery, robbery, I think that thing is overplayed, man. Like every time the caller goes somebody's way, they're gonna call robbery. If the fight's close and it goes the opposite way, it's okay to say, listen, I thought my guy won, but shoot, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. You know, this fight was a close fight. It could have gone either way. Personally, I had Lara winning, but I don't think he deserved the win. He earned the win, but he didn't deserve it. First off, let me talk about my issue with Lara. Lara asked for this fight. Clearly, from this picture, he's asking for this fight. It would be one thing if Canelo asked for the fight and Lara just schooled him. I'd be like, hey, you asked for it, that's what you get. But you asked for the fight. You asked to fight the cash cow. You know? You asked to get in the fight, get in the ring, and you circled the whole night. Yeah, you stick the move, but you circled the whole night. And a lot of people say, yo, what's wrong with that? Floyd did it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You know what I'm talking about? There's portion in that fight where Floyd stood there with Canelo. Where was that in the Lara fight? There's portion in that fight where Floyd walked down Canelo. Where was Lara in that fight? I want to get this clear for most people that's listening to this video, man. Listen, it's still a macho game. It's still a macho game. In the amateurs, right, you're supposed to outpoint your opponent. In the pros, because people come to pay for the fight, there has to be some level of entertainment. If you're not going to entertain, which is cool, at least let everyone in the stadium know and let your opponent know, I ain't no bitch. You're not just going to walk me down the whole fight. Not the whole fight. I'm going to choose some area in that fight where I stand there with you. I don't mean stand there and be like rock or sock 'em. Stand there, catch the jab. No. Just duck and weave. But not circle the whole fight, Lara. Listen, no one's not going to say Lara's not a good technical fighter or he's not the best technical fighter that Canelo fought. No one's arguing that. And he won. Yeah, he won. But he didn't deserve it. You know? And just be honest with yourself. No, people need to be honest with themselves. Come on. Stand with the dude just once. Stand your ground just once. What was the part where he stood in the pocket with him? Stood on the rope with him, like Floyd did. They'll say you did a better job than Floyd. If you mean by not getting hit, yeah. Yeah, you did. People don't like coming to a fight knowing that you're trying to go to the 12th round. You know? It just leave a bad taste in people's mouth. So a good fight for Lara, good fight Canelo. Even had Lara won that fight, nobody would want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Not because he's so good. He won't bring he's not bringing more fans in. The hardcore fans are excited. But even the hardcore fans gotta admit, Lara, you need to throw more punches. One last thing. When it comes to the jab and the punches. One thing boxing does worse is score body punches. They rarely score them. You watch that Madonna fight versus Floyd? Floyd was killing that body. Right? We rarely score body punches. We don't give body punches credit. Everyone knows that. And when it comes to the jab, Lara has the same type of jab as Manny Pacquiao have. It's a flickering jab. It's not a straight jab. It's not a stiff jab like Cotto versus Mayweather. You know? I don't give much credit to those flickering jab. I mean, it's work. He's putting work. That's fine. But there's a difference between that jab and a stiff jab. One power punch equals like 5 flicking jab, in my opinion. You know, I sparred before, and those flicking jab, they ain't nothing but keeping you distant, keep you busy. That's good. But I got hit by a stiff jab before too. Cotto gave Claudia a stiff jab, and that knocked him down. That's what we're talking about. The only knockdown in that fight was from a stiff jab. Marvin Hagler had a hell of a stiff jab. So let's let, let's talk about. We could talk about the punch stats and all that, but listen, Lara still won in my book. But I think we all could admit, for those who's admitting Lara won, at least admit that he didn't deserve it. He lost, so what? You know, he should have done more. Peace. I'm out.